Restaurant Unstoppable. Inspire, empower, and transform the industry. One thing that I really want to focus on now with the podcast, the mission statement is to inspire, empower, and transform the industry. On that note of transformation, what do you think is broken about the industry? What needs to transform? If one thing changed about this industry, what needs to transform?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just disparity of what the living wages are for people that work in the restaurant industry, especially in the back of house and even in the front of house. And, you know, there's been attempts that you've seen as far as, you know, including tips into gratuity into the menus or however that is, or gratuity dedicated to kitchen staff. But there has to be a better way to allocate the money and to boost up how a restaurant can operate so that the people that work in it and help keep things alive can, you know, be financially secure.
I agree 100%. What are some of the things that you think need to happen for that to happen?
I think for me, is for front of house staff to be able to have access to like health benefits and not have to not have to just solely rely on tips. It would be nice to see everyone getting paid a fair wage and then sharing those tips collectively, because everybody is working collectively to get the product out and provide a service and experience. So why is that only on one side of the
one side of the
one side of the team, you know?
So there's actually a group, a restaurant right here locally, and I haven't seen this anywhere else, where it's the Oak House in Newmarket.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but if you work in that restaurant, you work every role. Like back of house and front of house shifts.
It's a great idea.
So you'll have but not, I think it is a good idea. I think it's probably extremely hard to execute.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because let's be honest,
theory,
how many people?
In theory, it's great.
How many people have that level of talent where they can be front of house and back of house and be good at both, right? Usually people gravitate towards one or the other because maybe they don't want to be social, you know, like that might not be for them. But I think to have that breadth of talent is a challenge in that model. But I do think it's a great solution to literally just break up the shifts, right? So everyone gets different swings. So like you can get that front of house shift where you make big tips. I've never seen anyone else doing that, or they rotate between shifts. Or
I like it in
roles.
theory. I think it's great because, I mean, you have to overcome a lot of your own personal shit to be able to work in a restaurant or any like high intensity job, and to be able to just function at a high level, you know?
Yeah.
That sounds fun to me just because I am so like, I need to have multiple projects.
Yeah.
I like to learn as much as I can when I'm somewhere, and just helps whatever can help me stay organized and keep things fresh, you know, so you don't feel stagnant.
Yeah. So how have you transformed over time? So if the industry needs to transform by having more equitable, just a more equitable model, right, for everyone, how have you transformed?
I was transforming just kind of like being able to let a lot of things go and to just chill the fuck out, essentially.
Yeah.
And to just realize that, you know, there are more important things in life than just trying to be the best chef or make the best food or whatever other things that you're thinking of when you're thinking you're going to open up your own business or restaurant or whatever it is that you got to have fun. You got to keep it light.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still be a professional and like do what you love, but you got to remember to have fun. Life's so short.
Yeah. You got to prioritize it. You got to block it, you know? And I think there's definitely a shift. I think that's another byproduct of the pandemic, is that like we all got a taste of what slowing down feels like. And I think you're going to see we're coming back much more methodically, you know, slowly. People aren't rushing to get back to work. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You know, like, and that hurts the industry at the same time, that people are hesitant to get back to work because we need help so bad, but at the same time, it's forcing the industry's hand to be more accommodating. So there is a balance being met right now. I mean, it sucks right now so bad, but I think 10 years from now, we're going to look back at this and be like, where would we have been if not for the pandemic?
For sure. I mean,
You know?
it's a transition like on a global scale. But when it comes down to on the micro level, as far as businesses and how they operate, you have to adapt. You can't, just because something's been working for the last 50 years, like doesn't, you know, where are we going to be?
Yeah.